All right, y'all. So here's another doozy featuring what's this chick name? Cynthia G. Now, before I even get started, before I even get started, welcome back to the page. Welcome back to the channel. Double A Hef here. With that fire, you know what I'm saying? With that fire, Cynthia G here again is talking that crazy. Now, the last video that I did about this chick, all the freaking super liberal black women, quote unquote, wanted to come out the woodwork and blow up my shit. You know, and it's interesting to me that just because Cynthia G speaks in a decent cadence, people, I'm not going to say people, black women take what she's saying and runs with it like it's the goddamn gospel. Now, most of the shit that comes out of her mouth is legit shit. So last video I didn't really go in on what she was saying. I kind of just left it out there so that way brothers could hear and see with their own eyes this chick talking greasy and tell them that she's not the only one that feels that way. And then obviously, if you look at the comment section on that video I did, they came out the woodwork in droves, letting y'all niggas know how they really feel. So this video popped up on my suggested. So I was like, let me see what she's talking about. Lo and behold, she goes back into the same old fucking washed shit. Now, I'm about to break down everything that she's saying, right? Now, I know that there's going to be, quote-unquote, black women that tune into this video. So I'm just letting y'all know right now, this channel is about the truth. I'm not here for no agenda. It's the truth. Whether you like it or not, the truth hurts. So if this shit making you feel some kind of pain, then you know it's the truth. All right? That's first and foremost. Second, this channel ain't for y'all. This channel is for quote-unquote black men. All right? So, I'm not saying that y'all can't come to the channel and enjoy or take away some nuggets here and there, but just so y'all know, my demographic that my target group is quote-unquote black men or quote-unquote black men. All right? That's just what it is. Now, I'm going to play this. I'm going to be, tuning in and out because she's going to be, making up a whole bunch of, word soup and word salads. So I'm going to be in there just dissecting that shit. Okay? So let's start.
What prompted this is that last night I was actually listening in to one of Cerule.
Hold on, let me actually close this damn door because the central air just popped on and that shit is blasting like a motherfucker. All right. That's better.
Live panels, and he brought up a point that was really interesting, but one that we've talked about many times and that I've talked about on my own many times as well, and that was the fact that black men don't take accountability for anything, not one thing. They blame every...
Okay, so it's so funny to me. The first thing she starts with is black men don't take accountability. Now, that's a generalization, right? But with that being said, are there some black people that don't take accountability? Yes. Are there people in the world that just don't take accountability? Yes. Yes. But as a generalization, women as a whole don't take accountability for anything. And that's the fucking truth. Not to mention, quote unquote, black women, y'all don't take accountability for shit. For shit. And you know what? She's about to continue, and it's crazy. They try to use these examples that literally indict them. She's about to indict her damn self. Look, you gotta understand something. Like, for instance, the black community, right? The black community is in shambles, right? Now, if you know anything about me, listen to my channel at all, any of my videos, you know, I go to the man. I'm talking to the man. I'm not talking to the woman. That's another reason why my channel isn't for the women. Because it doesn't really matter what you do. It doesn't matter what the women do. Nothing that y'all do really matters. And y'all not going to like that, but it's the truth. Because without the man, it doesn't mean shit. Y'all think I could just climb up all these success ladders and yada, yada, yada. Yeah, they'll let y'all go up there. Want to know why? Sprinkle in some color, you know what I'm saying? That affirmative action shit, you know what I mean? They got to meet quotas and stuff. So, yeah, they'll have you there, yeah. But at the end of the day, they're not really, you know, you're just there. You are just there. And they will get rid of your ass in quick, fast, and in a hurry. And we see videos about that happening all the time. Roland Martin, crazy ass, I guess the one good thing that he offers is when shit like that does happen, he'd be the first one to let y'all know. So yeah, that's just the truth. Women are not the threat. You're not the threat. That's another thing. We climbing corporate ladders faster, yada yada. Yo, because black men are seen as a threat. So y'all want to act like that ain't the truth. All the fuck you want. It's the truth. And that's why, and I'm not sitting here saying that, you know, oh my God, we're getting killed in the streets by police all the time, because that's not true. You know, do some quote unquote black people make some poor fucking life decisions and then wind up on the wrong side of a fucking gun? Yes, that's the truth. But the majority that get killed are black men. Why is that? Because they're seen as a threat, not women. And if women were the threat, y'all would be getting killed at a far higher clip than black men. So let's just stop playing this game of pretend where y'all are some fucking kind of threat. You're not. You're not. You are not. And you know what? And I know that y'all, at least the quote unquote intelligent ones of y'all, know that we as a community go nowhere without the quote unquote black man. Y'all can keep on thinking y'all can go as high as you want, and y'all will never go anywhere like that. It needs to be the black man. And that's why my channel is directed towards the black man. Because we go as the black man goes. And the sooner y'all understand that shit, the better off it will be. But instead, you got people like Cynthia G and many of y'all out there that are listening to this video that would love to spend more of your time competing with the quote-unquote black man. You compete with the quote-unquote black man. And in my last video, when I went over freaking the socioeconomic ladder, the black man's at the bottom. You got the black man at the bottom, right? And then you got, you know, the quote unquote black LGBTQ community, and then you have the quote unquote black women, and then you have, obviously you go up different demographics. You know, actually, I think the black women will probably go ahead of other demographics women. You know, that's my belief. Black women receive a whole bunch of handouts. All right, so like that's just the reality of it. So they're taken care of. The quote unquote black woman is levels above the quote unquote black man when it comes to status on the totem pole in this country. Okay, you're above us. Not because you are better, and that's part of your problem. Y'all been sold that fucking sauce, and now y'all all think, oh, y'all better than a man. We don't need a man. All that shit. And you know what? All that is tearing the community apart further. And y'all the ones literally leading the fucking the way, leading the way. Cause y'all think y'all doing y'all thing. Oh, you know, we this, we that, we bad, we single, independent, all that bullshit. Well, most of y'all are fucking depressed than the motherfucker. Let's just keep it a straight buck. Most of y'all are depressed as hell. Can't find a man. And then y'all switch that up. Oh, well, we can't find a man because of y'all. Listen, no. Where's the accountability at? Y'all can't find a man because y'all too goddamn aggressive. Too aggressive and always want to compete, like I just said. It's a competition. When y'all see black men, y'all see competition. Oh, he drive this car, so I got every goddamn thing. Nah. Oh, look, women were made to be a helpmeet. You don't like that? So be it. Continue on your unhappy fucking life. That's the reality of it. Made to be a helpmeet. Okay? And in a relationship and a marriage, it's supposed to be not a competition, but a compliment. It's supposed to complement one another. All right? Very basic shit. But for some reason, the quote unquote black women don't seem to get that. They don't seem to get that.
Every single thing on black women. They blame everything on us, not realizing that
we blame everything on black women. Well, again, like I said, if y'all know anything about my channel, I don't blame shit on the quote unquote black woman. Now, if you ask me some things like, oh, well, like why is the black community in the way that it's in right now? Now, there's going to be some answers that are going to be tied to y'all, but ultimately, at the very end of it all, I'm going to bring it back to the man. Because like I said, y'all don't really have the power to affect real grand change that we need. It's just the truth. You don't. You don't. And I'm not out here blaming black women for the way that the black community is right now, because not for nothing, the black community has been led by women for over the past 50 years. Over the past 50 years, it has been led by women. It has been a matriarch for the past 50 fucking years. Do you hear anyone on TV, on the radio, anyone ever castigating a black woman for their poor leadership of the fucking black community? No, you don't. And even if you do, which I say you don't, but if you were, I guarantee you that woman would say, oh, but it's the black man, they're supposed to be leading the community, So no, y'all don't take accountability for shit. And the black community is in ruins, and y'all been leading it. So what do I got to say about that? But y'all never step up and say, oh, the black community is fucking horrid. No, you won't say that. What you'll say is, oh, black girl magic, 24% of black women go to college. But what the fuck does that mean for the community? When black women go to college, you understand, they get degrees in fields such as, white collar jobs, secretarial jobs, where they're like secretaries, associates, and corporate America. Don't get me wrong. Now, some do actually climb the corporate ladder, but I already told you, there's a whole bunch of systems in place that make it so that it's beneficial for these companies to have you there. Now, you could think that that's all on merit, all the fuck you want. The reality is no. Corporate America doesn't work off merit. All right? We know that. So anyway, when you think that you have the community in a better place because you're going to college and you're getting these jobs. And I'm not knocking people that go to college and get jobs. You know what I'm saying? College is great. Obviously I went to college, but you don't need to go to college to be a contributing member of society, to be a good, decent person. That's not a necessity. Now, also, when you go to these colleges, you're learning how to pretty much help and assist the quote-unquote white man in building up his assets. Because when you go get these jobs, these degrees, you can only get jobs working for them. So you're helping build their assets. So again, what do those degrees do for the quote-unquote black community? I don't see y'all, and look, there could be cases of this. So I'm not going to speak from a definitive standpoint. I'm speaking from a majority standpoint. From, obviously this is, also anecdotal, that I don't see y'all going to school, coming back to the community, starting businesses, and employing people in the community, building up your own assets, building up assets for our community. I don't see that being the case. I don't see that as the case. I just don't. And look, you can look up the statistics. Y'all get degrees in white collar areas, and with those degrees you go work in white collar America, which is building assets for the quote unquote white man.
For one, because they are supposed to be the leaders of our community, our behavior reflects their lack of leadership. And two, that they came from us. So ultimately,
hold on, I gotta go back.
One, because they are supposed to be the leaders of our community, our behavior reflects their lack of leadership. And two,
okay, so yes, we are supposed to be the leaders of the community. That is true. Now, as I stated, over the past 50 years, we have not been. Now, before I even continue, we have to get into the nitty gritty as to why the black man is not the leader of the community. The black man is not the leader of the community because socialism, Marxism has infiltrated the black community dating back to the 50s. Probably even before that. But from what I've read, dating back to the 50s, it has infiltrated the quote unquote black community. And now when you have that, if you know anything about communism, if you know anything about Marxism or capitalism, and you understand that the differences, and if you don't, then you know what, stop watching this video or listening right now, go do some homework, and then come back before you start clickety-clacking all up in my comments about some shit that you don't know. Okay? So if you know anything about that stuff, you understand that communism, Marxism, they want to break down the family. They want to divide all that because they want everything to be one for the state. That's why. So the ultimate goal is to break down a family, get rid of all those roles. You know, like the American value roles in the nuclear family, that's gotta go. That's gotta go. And also, if y'all want to be out there like, oh, this man's talking about communism like it's the 1950s and 60s, but you better believe it. There are communist governments out there. You understand that, right? And again, if you educate yourself and know what the fuck it's about, then you'll know that their end goal is to have it be global. Global. And they infiltrate shit. Read a book, goddammit. So anyway, they infiltrated the quote-unquote black community back in the 50s. And then, you know, with different movements, obviously the feminist movement, that's Marxist as well. That's Marxist. It's breaking down the nuclear family. It's destroying it. So the feminist movement came and was like, oh, look, sisters, y'all better than, not only are you equal to men, some of y'all are even better than men. You know what I mean? And you can do this and you can do that. And listen, at the end of the day, that's all some bullshit. All right? It's some bullshit. Brothers, if you talking to a woman and she tells you she's a feminist, that, you know what, you just say, check please, pay, and get the fuck up out of there. There's no reason to even go further. All right? No reason to go further with that shit. So anyway, the feminist movement came on in and said, you know, gassed y'all fucking heads up, had y'all out there, you know, fighting for the quote unquote white woman, because that was her movement. And you know, had y'all fighting to liberate them. And then what did y'all get? Y'all got jack shit. And not only did you get jack shit, you took a few steps towards destroying your own community. Right? The LGBTQ movement. That's also some Marxist shit. Destroying the nuclear family. And again, black women, y'all, literally, the Black Lives Matter movement, that's y'all. Lesbian black women, that's y'all shit. Destroying the fucking black community. Literally, the goals are to destroy the nuclear family. So you're combating the man. Literally, every step of the way, it's been the black woman getting rid of the black man from the community. Whether y'all knew it or not, that's the reality. That's literally what's been happening. Okay? Also, when these corporations started, you know, having these affirmative action plans put in order and stuff like that, you know what the benefit of hiring a black woman is over a black man? There's many benefits. One, she's non-threatening. That's number one. Two, you could check 2 boxes off the demographics because you hired a woman, because thanks to the feminist movement, you know, women are to be treated equal in the workplace, in the workforce. Okay, so that's one check. And then you get another check because she's quote unquote black. Now, I don't know how y'all women claim to be so fucking smart, but y'all don't understand simple shit like that. Simple shit like that. Simple shit. That's the reality of it. That's the reality. That's 2 checks. So yeah, no. We got black people working here, and we got women working here. Who the fuck would the white man want to surround himself with in the corporate America? Black men or black women? Come on now. So that's what he's doing. And again, I said this in my last Cynthia G video, and y'all cool with that, because a lot of y'all like the fucking pink dick. But y'all just want to fucking lie, and you know what I'm saying? Y'all won't come out and say it. I know many sisters that get down with quote unquote white dudes on the low. You know what I'm saying? But nobody know about that shit, and that's how they like to keep it. But y'all be having y'all freaking y'all pink dicks in y'all closet. Come on, don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to run game on me. I ain't fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Let's get real here for a second. So let's continue.
That they came from us. So ultimately, there will be no way for them to escape a self-reflection by way of casting the mirror on us. The reflection is always going to go back to them. Another thing that's quite interesting that is not being considered by the men in our community is that while they're sitting here complaining that they're not getting submission and cooperation from us, they're also not taking into account that anything that we need that's going to improve our quality of life, i.e. a job, any type of economy, an apartment, a car, a house. We can't go to our men to provide that because they don't have it to provide.
Okay, so she said a lot right there. She pretty much just said that anything that the black woman needs to supply quality of life that they can't go to the black man for. Now that's pretty subjective because obviously there's different qualities of life. For instance, my quality of life, I have a decent quality of life. Am I freaking rich? No, I'm not. I'm not rich. Am I poor? No, I'm not. I'm not poor either. I do well. I do well for myself. And obviously, if you've been on this channel, you know I say it all the time. It's about the accrual of assets. You need to build, create, and then build your assets. So that's what I do. And because of that, like I said, I'm not rich. I'm not poor, and I'm comfortable. Now, for someone else, their quality of life might be different. If they woke up and lived my life for a day, they might say, "Wow, this is terrible," because they're used to a higher quality. Now, that's why I say that's all subjective. Now, for instance, I grew up not poor, but from Brooklyn. Man, please, you know what I'm saying? Not saying, and again, I never lived in the projects. I've always lived across the street from the projects, but never in the projects. And I'm not, again, we weren't poor. Like, I know poor. We were never like that. But, it wasn't easy. You know what I'm saying? It sure wasn't easy, but, obviously my mom, my stepdad, they saved up they money, and then they got us on out of there, open doors for us. But I don't want to go into that story. I want to continue with the main thing. But if we're going to just sit here and say that, like for instance, my quality of life, I can't go to the black man for that. Well, look, if you want your quality of life to be able to drive a new Mercedes-Benz truck, you know what I'm saying, live in a 5-bedroom home, then you know what? Probably not. Probably not. Because we just got to look at the numbers. What percentage of quote-unquote black men make enough money to be able to afford that type of lifestyle? Number one, right? And I'm sure there's going to be slim pickings. So now if a lot of y'all, quote-unquote black women, are looking for that, there's not enough men to supply that. That's number one, right? Just off a pure number standpoint. There's not going to be enough men to supply that. Now, or who's to say that man's going to want you? Because again, we can't just ignore the fact that a lot of y'all got that freaking aggressive ass mentality and always trying to compete. What would a successful man that's making, $300,000, quote unquote black man, why the hell would he want to deal with some bullshit like that? If you're not going to be submissive. Because you realize she said, oh, they were not submissive and this and that, yada, yada, yada. But, y'all, can't supply us things. So who's to say that just because we can supply things, that it's going to change? That you're going to stop being non-submissive? That wasn't an answer. She didn't address that. She kind of just like coasted right over that shit. Because you're not going to change. You're just going to stay aggressive. And who the fuck wants to deal with and put up with that bullshit? Huh? A higher percentage of black men are married. Those are facts. What does that say, black women? What the fuck does that say? Why aren't y'all married? As much or more than we are. I'm telling you why. When y'all hear that word submissive, y'all want to get all freaking aggressive again. Y'all don't know how to be wives. And the reality is a lot of times, for many, is that you didn't grow up in a household where you saw what it was like to be a wife. Or, because I know some did, and I'm speaking from personal experience right now. And my own family, my mother's mother, my maternal grandmother and grandfather, they were married until my grandfather's death. Now, when my grandfather passed away, My grandmother never remarried. She's still not remarried. She's, it's just been her. And that was in 95 when he passed, right? My mother and all her sisters, right, all grew up in a household like that. Nuclear family, household. Mommy and daddy, sort of roles. And my grandmother is like the prototypical mother, submissive, quiet, performs her role. I heard my mother and her sisters say that they felt sorry for my grandmother growing up. And this is something that quote unquote black women do all the time. They said that they felt sorry for her, because, she didn't get to live life or whatever the case may be, or some other shit they were saying. And I'm sitting there I'm a few steps back looking like, wait a second, y'all feel sorry for her. She got married, gave birth to 6 children, right? From the South, obviously, from the South, moved up to the North, gave birth to 6 children, was never like poor, like poor. How many graduated college? 1, 2, 3. 3 have college degrees that I know of. Right now, currently 1, 2, 3 are retired right now. All doing well. And she did that in a marriage with the same man. So when they say they felt bad, I'm sitting there thinking like, y'all feel bad for her. She probably feel bad for y'all. Because out of all the women, all but one are divorced. Oh, no, sorry. No. 2. Well, 1 is divorced. No, 2 are divorced. Yeah, 2 are divorced. So half of the girls are divorced. The other one, her husband passed away a little over a year ago, I believe. And then the other one was thinking about leaving her man not that long ago because of some hardships in the relationship. That didn't happen, but it was pretty damn close to happening. So, look, if you're in your 50s and single and lonely, that's a you problem. That's a you problem. My grandma, she did pretty damn well. But quote unquote black women with that whole feminist mindset, they don't want to look back and put their shit on you and say, "Oh, I feel bad." No. I think my grandma lived a great, and she's still alive, lived and still continues to live a great life because she honored her role. She honored herself. She honored her husband, and she honored her parents. And most women out here don't want to do that. They want to compete. And that's a huge, huge problem. And most men aren't out here to sit here and say, "Oh no, you need to bow down to a real nigga." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like on some like just trying to, have you living in the closet, some R. Kelly type shit, and just clean my house, bitch, when I, have it clean when I come home. Like most dudes ain't like that. So when y'all hear the word submissive, I feel like something in your brain clicks and that's what the fuck you go to. Like, nah, that's not what it means. That's not what it means. But again, like I said, most of y'all never grew up in a household where y'all could even see what it means to be a real woman, to be a wife to a man. But this video is going on a little too long. I might cut it and do a part 2. Actually, no, I'll continue. Fuck it.
To go to the men in a dominant society to look for these provisions, and our men have to as well. They're not looking at...
Okay, so what she just said is that they have to go to the dominant society to get that quality of life. Now, like I already stated, y'all go to school and get degrees, and these degrees afford you jobs in quote-unquote white America. So y'all going there regardless. You're going there regardless. Like I said, y'all not going to the community and help building up your own assets. You're not doing that. And again, y'all not doing that also because y'all don't want to make a sacrifice. Because y'all come out and y'all compete. Oh, I don't have to sacrifice for this nigga. I can do my own thing. I don't need no man. I don't need a man. I'm going to do this until I need a man. Then I can't find a man and I'm fucking single and depressed. You know what I'm saying? watching Real Housewives of Atlanta with a glass of wine and a pill bottle next to your bedstand. So come on now, y'all need to understand something. The dominant society, which is quote unquote the white society, they run corporate America. Corporate America is white America. So if y'all going to work in fucking corporate America, then you're saying you're not going to work for the black man. How the hell can the black man ever build up assets if more than half of the quote unquote black population, which are the women, don't patronize his assets? If y'all not helping and y'all competing, then how the fuck can we ever grow assets? Anybody? Thank you.
The fact that they want us to submit to them while they're submitting to someone else too, because they can't fend for themselves and they can't provide for them.
And again, so with that, what she's saying there, no, because we don't submit to other people. We don't. That's not true. And then also with that being said, she's trying to make this paradigm where it's like, see, so it's inevitable that we have to go to the white man because everyone has to go to the white man because that's a dominant society. That's a very lazy approach to looking at it. Yes, I get that. I get how she's breaking it down. But you have to understand something. Just because she chose to break it down that way doesn't mean that that's the only way. You know what I'm saying? That's one way of looking at it, yeah. You know, overall, if everyone has to go to the white man to get what the fuck they need, quote unquote, because white man is a dominant society, then obviously that same model, you could put that model anywhere. Put that model on a planet Mars, and instead of fucking having the quote unquote dominant society be white, have the quote unquote society be fucking Martian, and the same shit would apply because people would have to go to the Martians to get what they need because the Martians control everything. So how the fuck is that a fault on the black man? Because he's not in control of a country that's not his. So if that's what your mindset is going to be, then that's just lazy. And you know, you can fucking go because you are just a wench. Because you can't even understand that that's the system that's set up. Like there's no real thought that goes into that. Because no matter what, whoever's in charge, you're going to go to. And I said this in a video before. Most women are like that. Women are considered spoils of war. If the world right now clicked, Thanos' fingers clicked right back to some fucking post-apocalyptic shit, or you know, something like that. You know what was gonna happen? Y'all women talking all this shit. Y'all would literally be like spoils of war. Whatever fucking warlord was in charge of that region, that's who the fuck y'all be talking about. Like, oh yeah, we're riding with that dude because that's the nigga that got all the resources. Okay, and that's how you get your protection. You know what I'm saying? There wouldn't be fucking tribes of fucking women out there, you know, running around and doing shit. That wouldn't happen. All right, y'all would need protection. That's the reality of it. So, you know, we need to stop with all of this. Like, we don't understand how the system works and what we're actually living in. So, yes, if that's your mindset, then you're just going to fucking always leech to the fucking dominant society, Cynthia fucking G. And that's cool if that's what the fuck you want to do. But where I'm drawing my foot and putting my foot down is, look, you could do that. That's what the fuck you want to do. But don't come over here and be like, oh, I'm pro-black and this, all this, that, and the third, yo. But then I'm going to the white man, but only because, you know, yada, yada. And you want to try to, you know, guise it under this shit. When obviously, you know, at the end of the day, that they're the dominant society. And nothing is going to change that. Nothing in the foreseeable future is going to change that. You know, we're not just going to usurp the dominant society when we make up, 12.5%, 13% of the population? You know, so that's never going to fucking happen. It's never going to be us to usurp it, to usurp them like that.
Entire community. Hey guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to everybody who's subscribed.
Hell no, fuck you and your Patreon page.
To support.
Fuck out of here.
And thanks and a big shout out to the table, what that group of men is bringing to the table. Women tend to gravitate towards those who can provide for them, and it's not like
women, exactly like I just said, it's spoils of war. If the dominant society was fucking Chinese, or no, if the dominant society was Pakistani men, that's who women will be gravitating towards because that's how women operate. And that's my point. You can't sit here and say, "Oh, I'm pro-black, I'm this and I'm that," but then say we're riding with whoever's in charge. Sorry, black man. Sorry, not sorry. We're not riding with you. We're riding with whoever's in charge. And not only that, we're gonna compete with you every step of the way. That's my point. Stop with that whole pro-blackity black bullshit. When all you really want, like, and it's funny because Tariq Nasheed says this all the time, all you really want is fucking daddy. I mean, not daddy, zaddy. You know what I'm saying? That's who the fuck y'all really out here rooting for. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want that fucking that hug. Y'all want that nigga to come to your cubicle, tap you on your shoulder and say, meet me in the fucking break room in 5 minutes. And then you're going to go in there, he's going to fucking, you know, sneak up behind you, kiss you on the back of your neck and grab your butt. You know what I'm saying? And then the white coworker going to walk in, the white female coworker going to walk in and he's going to jump off you faster than fucking oil hitting the fucking water hitting the oil pan. You know what I'm saying? And then you're going to be like, oh, well, you know, call me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's going to squeeze one out or a few when nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? But, like, that's just it. That's literally your fucking future. And then y'all cool with that. Y'all cool with that. Like, Tyler Perry did a movie with Sanaa Lathan in it. And the movie was Sanaa Lathan. And, you know, Chronicles of Judah 144 YouTube channel. This dude did a great breakdown of that movie. And that's literally y'all to a T. Quote unquote black woman. That's Sanaa Lathan's part. All y'all out here with those college degrees and running around on pro-blackity, all that shit. That's literally y'all. I forget the name of the movie, but if y'all listening, brothers, and y'all know the name of the movie, drop the name in the comments, because these women need to understand what the fuck is going on. All right, because we know y'all game, and we not about that shit no more. Period. So y'all need to fucking get on board. You know what I'm saying? That way we can get this train going. And we don't need all y'all to get on board, because obviously not all y'all gonna get on board. But y'all need to get on board. Not even need to. Y'all will get on board. You know? Period. Point blank.
Logical, it's not rational, it's not even intelligent to try to bring up an argument and say, well, you're treating these men who are providing more for you than I can differently than you are treating me, despite the fact that all I do is sit on the internet and disparage.
So stop right there, because now she's going into some bullshit. So when she said, oh, you know, the black men act shocked when they get treated differently from the dominant society because the dominant society offers more to the women and we offer less. So pretty much what you're saying is you're paid for fucking play. That's what the fuck you're saying. You're saying, and the crazy part is I really don't give a fuck. But the fact is this whole pro-black narrative, that's why I'm digging in on your ass right now. Because if you weren't pro-black narrative and you just talking just as a woman, I would let you fucking slide. Whatever. Do what the fuck you want. This is America, bitch. Do what the fuck you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to sit here and allow you to fucking poison the minds of our women, having them thinking this way. The hell the fuck no. Because at the end of the day, you're saying that, oh, they offer more, so that's where we're going. Regardless of the quote unquote, the struggle, the quote unquote cause. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck you're saying. Like, you saying that it means nothing. But then y'all be the first one to say, oh, how come the black man ain't marrying the black woman? How come the black man... Like, if you don't shut the fuck up, bitch, if you don't get to have your cake and eat it too. You know what I'm saying? So it's either you down with us or you not. You can go work in corporate America but be down with us. Don't mean that you gotta fucking come home and fucking, you know, look at us through a disparaging eye. Like, hell the fuck no. You know, get the fuck out of here with all that. You know, but again, that goes back to that competitive nature that y'all got. You know what I'm saying? We need to reshift what has taken place over the past 50 years plus. You know, we need to, you know, change the way, quote unquote, black women see black men. You know, but again, y'all part of the reason why the greater society looks at us like a certain way. That's the reality. Now, if y'all know my channel, I always talk about we have to restore the black man to his rightful place at the top of the house. That's it. That's it. That's it. And as long as y'all sitting here saying that y'all not going to do that, y'all not going to capitulate with that, then shit ain't never going to get right. Period. But also, luckily for us, we don't really need y'all. Well, not y'all. We do need the black women. We don't need y'all, the ones out here saying, oh, we're not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm strong, black, independent, blah, blah, blah. No. We don't need y'all. Because there's more than enough right-minded sisters out there that are going to get with the program, or that not even get with the program, that are already with the program. So what we're going to do is we're going to cast y'all the fuck out. Because once y'all all on the outside with y'all fucking wine glasses in hand, singled in the motherfucker, looking at all the strong quote unquote black families being built. Y'all gonna feel fucking stupid and ostracized. Like, oh shit, well we gotta get on board. So that's how we're gonna change the ship. That's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna, next thing you know, y'all gonna be looking on the outside, looking in, and then y'all gonna have to be forced to change or just fucking die alone. Either way, we good. That's the fucking foundation.
You, I don't have anything to provide to you. I'm constantly talking about how unattractive and undesirable you are and making excuses as to why I can't protect you.
Hold on. She started going crazy. Hold on, Cynthia.
Anything to provide to you. I'm constantly talking about how unattractive and undesirable you are and making excuses as to why I...
Okay, so let's just stop right there. She's saying that black men say black women are unattractive and undesirable. Now, but like, let's just start with numbers again, all right? I like numbers. I read a statistic maybe about a week ago. I forget the exact number. I need to start writing these things down so that I can retain them. But I read so much, it's hard to fucking keep up with everything. So anyway, pretty sure the study said more than half of the black women are overweight. So, if a lot of black women are being told that they're unattractive, maybe it has something to do with your weight? That on average, black women weigh more than black men at the same height? Is that normal? No, that ain't normal. And I don't want to hear, oh, I'm thick, I'm curvy, all this other shit. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're unhealthy. That's what the fuck you are. You're unhealthy. Okay? That's the reality of it. Period. So maybe that's the reason why you're being called unattractive and something. You're probably just leaving out the unhealthy part. But that's the reality. And y'all can look up the numbers. Well, what the fuck are y'all going to say to me about that? Because y'all got excuses for everything. Miss, oh, black men don't take accountability. I don't see y'all taking accountability for that shit. I don't. Remember big ass Monique from the Parkers? Hey! Remember her? Fat ass, right? What the fuck did she do? She went and got the surgery. She got skinny. Why? Maybe because she knew that she could probably get more men being skinnier. And she took accountability for her fucking, for her lack of discipline. Maybe the doctor said, bitch, you're going to die if you don't do something about your weight. Maybe. But we're not talking about that though, right? You just want to sit here and try to make it seem in a vacuum, black men call black women unattractive. Okay, yeah. Okay. And y'all black women that listen to Cynthia G, y'all fall for this shit. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a battle against the men. Listen, I'm not going back and forth in no fucking gender war shit either. So we're not doing that, okay? There is no gender war. There's none of that. It's not even real, okay? So don't try to bring that bullshit over here. Life is full of what is and what ain't, okay? And what is a lot of y'all is over the fucking weight. Okay? So if a man wants to say, I would like my woman to weigh less than me, which should be fucking normal. If y'all got a problem with that, then how about y'all take accountability and address that instead of saying, well, you need to accept me the way I am. Oh, again, that's all that fucking masculine energy y'all fucking got that y'all need to fucking check at the fucking door.
Can't protect you. I refuse to take responsibility for my own behaviors. I'm going to blame you for everything from controlling my biological responses.
You know, I'm gonna stop this one because I don't want it to go too long. But I might do a part 2 on this. I might not. It doesn't really matter because what she's saying some bullshit. And it's all just coded up in this guise of like, oh yeah, I'm pro-black and I care about black community, but I'm gonna, we just can't do anything because the black man is just so far behind. No, not quite. That's just a fucking guise that you're trying to use. All right, and the numbers and statistics back it the fuck up. So please.